Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of Way Back Wednesday, where we're gonna explore those great knives from yesteryear. And thank you, Rick Warthog, for starting this great open tag. And it's been a lot of fun. I've really had a lot of fun collecting older and vintage knives, and it really makes me happy to do so. Anyways, let's get on with today's time here in the old Wayback Machine. Okay, so a couple years ago, Old Timer came out with their Heritage series, and these were made in China, and they are really excellent knives. All of them. This is the 34 OT. They all are made with D2. So there's your little model number, and there you are. No, I guess maybe that's the date. I don't know, because it says 210821. Maybe that is the date it was made. But yeah, 34 OTH in D2 steel. And these are just fantastic knives. I really liked the Heritage series. I have three of the four that they released. The one that they released was a fixed blade. I didn't get that yet. I may get one at some point. I may not. I don't know. It's kind of a big fixed blade, and it's not like I really need a big fixed blade because I don't really do a lot with my big fixed blades. They just sit in a drawer. So it's kind of hard to, go ahead and lay down money and you're just going to have it sit in a drawer, right? Anyways, this series, they all had D2 steel blades, laminated wood covers, nickel silver pins and bolsters. Like I said, this is the 34 OT, which is their medium Stockman. This is the 5 OT Bruin, which is just a fantastic lockback. Just great knives. These are great workers. The 5 OT in any series is good. And then, of course, this is their trapper. This is the 94 OT. So, again, a really nice size trapper. And these trappers, the 94 OT, I think I've talked about it before, they bridge that gap. They're just a little bit bigger than the case mini trapper and just a little bit smaller than the full-size trapper. But you get the two full-size blades. Really great stuff. Now, I'd never really thought about where and this is the Heritage Shield, is the first line that came out with this brand new kind of six-sided shield that they had. I never really thought where the Heritage name came from or what it meant or anything like that until I found this knife. And this is a series that is called Schrade's Heritage. And you see the box from Ellenville, New York. This is a knife from 1983. Now, it's got a unique hinged lid box that they came in, and they also came in this nice little gold kind of a padded box that they were in. Anyways, enough about the box. Let's talk about the knife. Now, I guess these came with a white over packaging that had the model number of the knife on there. But let's take a look at this. Now, check this guy out. This is from 1983, as you can see on here. Now, they had names for all of this stuff. So these were the Heritage series. These came at a little higher price than the standard old timers and stuff like that. So you had, these are in a smooth brown bone. They also came in a red and a green bone. They called this their Empire Shield. So it has the year that it was made, and it says Schrade in the middle. Threaded bolsters, high polish. This is polished all in and out of the blade. So really nice bone on there, and as you can tell, this is a Muskrat pattern. So let's open this guy up, and there you go. Now on these, It does say on there, everlastingly sharp is the trademark. And you see on the tang, Heritage Schrade, New York, USA. So very, very nice. And this is a 7801. So fantastic knife. Uh, let's see, I don't know if this one had anything on it. I didn't think so. So yeah, there you go. Now these were made out of the stainless steel, the blades on this. It was the Schrade Plus marked stainless. Uh, these came out between 1983 and 1986. And like I said, they came with a green, red, and brown bone. It says all parts are polished inside and out. And you can see the inside of that spring. You can just see that gleaming down in there. You have nice brass liners on this. Really kind of cool. Now it says that this side, basically the side that has the master blade, that this was hand polished on this side, and you can see it's a higher polish than the other blade, and so not as high of a polish. And that was just on the one side. So they were saying that that was a hand operation that was on that. There were a couple of different patterns that were available in this. You had a Barlow, the Muskrat, full-size trapper, and then a large, medium, and small stockman. MSRP for this particular knife in 1983 dollars was 36 bucks. So you can do your calculator and you can see with inflation what that would do for you. Now these were not super popular because they were being sold at a premium, and at that time in the early 80s, Schrade had actually 6 lines going. They had the old timer line, the Uncle Henry line. They had just introduced the Schrade 3rd generation, which was a higher series, the Heritage series, which was also slightly priced higher, and they had their fish fillet knives, and that was also the year they came out with the Schrade Scrimshaw knives. So all of those things were competing in the early 80s together, and so these didn't get pushed as heavy, because you got to remember in the early 80s, that was when you really had the knife companies from Japan were really ramping up. There were a lot of Japanese knives, a lot of I think Taiwan was coming online too. So you had a lot of knives starting to come in, and that was really hitting the American cutlery business pretty hard, along with the economy. Anybody that was around in the early 80s like I was, you can remember it was pretty tough to find a job, and it was not the best economy ever, which according to the White House, we're in the best economy ever now. You can believe that or not. That's up to you. But yeah, just a really cool knife from about 40 years ago, because you figure 83 was when they were made. They probably weren't out on the market until 84. They might have come out in late 83. So 40 to 40 and a half years old. Excellent knife. You can see that construction. I mean, those are polished back springs for sure. This knife didn't see any hard use, or really any use at all, I don't think, the whole time that it has been in existence. So you got that Muskrat flavor. You got a really nice clip point that you can use, and the theory being that when you got this one all dulled up and it wasn't ready to go anymore, then you had the other side with the same exact type of blade, so you can continue on with skinning, or doing whatever kind of stuff you're doing. Let me get some quick specs. I didn't really measure this out before I started, but you can see we're just about just a little over 4 inches, probably 4 1/8 for the closed length. And looking here at our ruler, we're looking at just about 3 1/8 for the the blades on that with about a 2 and what do you want to call it, 2 3/4 inch cutting length. That's probably close enough for government work. So yeah, it's a really cool knife. Another one that I was able to find at the antique store, and just a fantastic, fantastic knife. Don't know if I'll find any more of these Heritage series, but it was just kind of interesting to find out, where that Heritage series name came from, and what kind of, things were in it, and kind of a peek into the past, which is what this whole series is about. All right, guys, well, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed showing this off, and I will see you in the next one. We'll have a small summer update on Friday. All right, we'll talk to you then.